Hello everyone, ThePackagedReviewer here, and do you have that one friend, or at least encountered someone, who is so entitled and rabid about their opinions on whatever thing they like or dislike? Wait, that's kind of an occurring theme throughout my Rant series. The point is, I think I found someone like that once again. A user by the name of AmagiriJanErika. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And you know it's gonna be fun when the banner's colors are a little saturated, and their icon is some OC made from a goddamn base. That being said, let's dive into this cesspool. Now, one thing she hates with a burning passion is tsunderes. For those of you who don't know what a tsundere is, or don't watch anime for that matter, a tsundere is a common character trope in anime in which a character becomes hostile to their love interest in the beginning, and then more affectionate in the end. While I do think the trope is a little cliche, what good will making a bunch of anti-pics of characters that happen to have the same trope do? Not to mention having an unrelated character kill them. And it gets worse from here. She made this picture where she just pasted the faces of some manga writers on a rocket ship.
This is the first reference of Maleficent sending Masashi Kishimoto, Shoji Gato, and Eiichiro Oda, aka three of the worst male manga writers in history, off into space, a la Hiachi's ending parody from Tekken 5, so they will no longer take Sakura, Kaname, Nami, and their anime/manga/light novel world with overused cliches that ruin tsundere anime/manga/light novels who play female on male abuse.
Look, I respect that you don't like characters like Sakura, but wishing harm on writers that butchered your precious anime just makes you look bad. Lastly, let's see how she justifies why this anime character shouldn't exist.
Kirino Kosaka wasn't born on September 4th, 1997. She's unable to abuse and beat men up. Primarily her own brother and Kyosuke Kosaka if people gave her the birds/middle fingers while X-Men mutants and Heroes of Justice League, Teen Titans, Avengers, and Fantastic Four yelled at her that she doesn't need a boyfriend.
The fuck does Marvel and DC have to do with some anime? Pulling characters out of your ass as an attempt to support your opinion just makes you delusional. Which brings me to my next topic. If you thought her reasoning for an anime character not existing was bad enough, her reasoning behind why she likes and dislikes certain people is just really vague. For one, her top 10 good users list. He loves drawing characters with huge muscles and he ships Ayato with Claudia, Saya, and Sylvia. How the hell does shipping random characters justify that this guy's a good person? It doesn't determine their general behavior. He's a fan of Kingdom Hearts, Star Wars, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Amazing World of Gumball, Meet the Robinsons, Spyro, DC, FF, Tough Puppy, Lamp Before Time, Sonic the Hedgehog, and the Asterisk War. Being a fan of certain things also doesn't determine how nice someone is.
He's my servant and a fan of UPN, Marvel, Love and Hip Hop, Hulk, and etc. But he's into Left 4 Dead.
How can one be a servant over the internet? Are you mooching off DA points from him or some shit?
He's a fan of Nickelodeon, but he isn't into anime.
Ah darn, he's not a fan of anime. Then why would he be on your list given the fact that you put people on here based on having the same interests as you? And that anime happens to be your passion.
He's a fan of Sonic, Final Fantasy, Heroes, and more, but he's a villain hater.
Okay, a little off topic from her reasoning, but I seriously don't get the appeal of hating villains for the sake of being, well, a villain. It's really arbitrary.
He's obviously into all horror animes in the Asterisk War, Chivalry of the Failed Knight, Date Alive, High School DxD, Sword Art Online, Myriad Colors Phantom World, and Infinite Stratos.
You put obviously in there as if we should have known this from the get-go.
He's Jimmy's friend and Bartoon's worst enemy. He really hates Bartoons.
So he's on here just because he's friends with someone? Okay, but what makes him the best of all of Jimmy's friends?
He's obviously a meme creator and a fanboy of the Loud House.
I don't think you know what a fanboy is if it's in that context.
He's never been a fan of original, old PPG because the reboot, new PPG is better.
For fuck's sake, you aren't gonna bother explaining what makes him so special?
She's obviously a contestant penguin shipper if she ships Ayato, Ichigo, Luffy, Naruto, and Deku with Claudia, Ohurime, Hancock, Miss Hinata, and Ochako.
What makes you think she would ship something if she also happens to ship a bunch of anime characters? But I'm not done yet. We also have her worst users list. And she has a picture restricted for watchers only, so the picture won't be showing.
FCOMK513DA, aka annoying rival crush shipper and worst armor shipping hater.
Spoiler alert, her hatred for people hating a certain ship is going to be an occurring theme on the list.
Bartoons, aka worst cartoon fan and annoying anime hater.
Are people still bitching about Bartoons? Look, I had my own problems with him in the past, but I eventually ignored him since it's not worth hating him anymore. That also applies to the people who still think my rant video on him is relevant to this day.
By the way, the video sucks.
As for why she put him on here, you aren't any better than he is if you blame writers for ruining anime and use unrelated characters to justify the absence of an anime character.
Darkstorm 2 Bad, aka Worst Chris Thorndike hater.
What makes him a bad hater? Is there a good way of hating things? Teach me the path, master. Skipping number 4.
The Rising Chaos, aka the one who's hanging on these innocent implants in Ohurime, Tatsumi, Crow, Yukiteru, Kirito, Ash, Tagiru, Yuma, and etc. as bland Mary Susan Gary stews.
At least give context on why he hates these people. Otherwise, I assume you made this list to show your fanbase how to become rabid fans of some ships.
Chaos J7 / Neo J7, aka Bad Toxic Protagonist / Tsundere Shipper or Bland Asterisk War Hater.
How can one hate something and be bland about it at the same time? Are you talking about people who just say that they hate something and then they never speak of it again? That makes no sense.
Beware 55 and the other Poke Shippers.
And here's the medal that goes to Amagiri for the best reason to hate a user in existence. So inspiring.
All sex bots, aka bad women who are liking my / our comments because I hate ecchi, hentai, and fan service.
Not gonna lie, this is the only one that actually makes sense and justifies how annoying these spam bots are. Is what I would say if you didn't happen to post some fetish pics yourself. And another problem, they aren't women. At least, I'm assuming they're not. Because honestly, who in their right mind would ask random people for sex? Moving on to not something user related, she has a folder dedicated to demonizing some anime maid named Rem. The reason why she even hates her is just so broken-brained.
Rem is the most awful / evil blue villainous maid demoness of Re:Zero franchise ever. Why do people adore her in the first place? Akiza Izinski, Julius Alexia von Roosfield, and Amelia are way better than her in my opinion.
What makes you think she's villainous? She literally has a page on Wiki of characters with a good alignment. Yet you think she's evil? This leads me to believe that you don't even watch the anime and just find an excuse to demonize her. The last thing I'll tackle for this topic is a picture of Lincoln to promote hatred of a certain user. And once again, she restricted the picture to only have her watchers look at it.
Listen people, this is an anti-FCOMK 513DA. He makes it around on a Kalos Ketchum, Armor Shipping, Flash Sentry, Issei Hyodo, Yukiteru Amano, Taro Yamada, and etc.
Yeah, God forbid he hates certain characters and ships you happen to like. He's definitely going to Brazil now. Another thing that kinda confuses me is how she doesn't want anyone to swear on her gosh darn hecking Christian DeviantArt account. Even on her deviations in which the comments are disabled, she feels the need to mention swearing isn't allowed. Do you not want anyone to look at your picture and then they say out loud, "fuck you" or something? That's my only theory on why you mentioned that. And what makes this hypocritical is how she swears herself. Well, technically, but censoring still counts as swearing. Speaking of censoring, she hates swearing so much that she has to put a warning of censorship on a meme of her favorite punching bag, Sakura. The part she censored must be so sinful that she even censored the T word. And I just said it, I'm definitely going to heck now. Just spites me how certain people treat ships or general opinions like it's straight up factual shit. Needless to say, Amagiri is just so whiny over people not following her status quo of shippings and opinions. Look at this comment from one of the Anti-Eclipse Circle Jerk members. Alright, now let's see what Amagiri has to say.
So long and shut up, annoying Sakura Haruno hating Naruto forever.
Are you saying that last part like you support her beating Naruto to death? If that's the case, then you just contradicted yourself. Another example of her fangirling is raging at someone for once again hating some characters. And apparently linked to some core questions that kinda has the answer to why some people happen to hate some characters. Alright, the next one is gonna be very laughable. Get this, she wants someone banned just because they hate a ship. Do you really want the DA moderation to stoop down a few more levels? Because I'm pretty sure the mods don't give two shits about what people ship. And the last comment I'll feature is on the notorious Peyton Quadruple Zero. She has this to say on his profile.
You jerk! You support the useless Sakura Haruno and make hate arts for me and the Iris, you idiots!
Why are you assuming that everyone who's an asshole supports the satanic Sakura? Like, nothing on his account shows that he even supports a single thing about a damn anime character. Honestly, your logic is very arbitrary to say the least. Oh boy, what can I say about Amagiri? I'm just dumbfounded on how obsessive fangirls are still a thing. Firstly, can we just cut the shit on shipping wars? Forcing your opinion down everyone's throat won't get you anywhere. Secondly, having a sweatshop for anti-tsundere memes won't solve anything. Hate them all you want, but I'm just saying, it's a waste of time. Lastly, just grow up, please. Would someone of the legal drinking age do shit like this? Just think about that question. And with that, the rant ends here. Thanks for watching, this is ThePackagedReviewer, signing off.